Hello everybody, and today we are building an underwater viewing area for our small clawed otters. So like and subscribe, and let's get right into the build. Welcome back everybody to the Toadtown Zoo and Aquarium. Today we are building a small clawed otter habitat. This build turned out very cool. We have a waterfall going on, an underground viewing area, and a lot more coming up. So this build is going to have an upper water area and then a lower kind of river area for the guests to get really close to the otters while they're swimming around. So there's multiple viewing angles. They'll be able to see the otters from up top on that upper pathway, and then down below on this kind of roundabout pathway, and then underneath the upper pathway we're going to do our underwater viewing area. So here we are just building up our bank and then placing in our glass where we're going to have our underwater viewing area, and then placing in a waterfall that's going to give the effect that it's running down into the lower pool. And here's how that waterfall is going to look. I added in a little tank for them to swim around in. I have yet to see them actually use that little tank, but it is in the traversable area, so it is possible. And now we're just going to add some rock work to kind of block in the water area and make it look a little more natural. And then adding in our lower water viewing area. Now we're just going to blend in this top part with some rock, just to kind of create a buffer between this pathway and the water tank. And then fencing it all off to keep our guests out from taking a little swim. So that's that, and now we're going to head underwater and work on this area. So we want the floor to be pretty level with the bottom of the tank. So I'm just going to clear out all of this. It worked out really well because I did not intend for this area to be really seen by the public or really utilized in any way. So I'm glad I kind of found out a way to kind of incorporate it a little better. So here we are adding the pathway. That's just going to run along the pretty much right underneath the top pathway, and there was just enough room, which everything worked out. And usually it doesn't work out like this, but it did, so that was really nice. And we're going for kind of, since this is a Mario zoo, we're going for kind of the underground cave aesthetic, and we might go through and change some of the flexi-color portions of this later to kind of carry that throughout the underground area of our zoo, because we're definitely going to do more, because I really like the way this turned out. So be on the lookout for more underground areas, but we might lean into the blue underground of Mario a little bit more in the future. But for now we're going to blend in this waterfall area a little better and work on our floors. We're just going with kind of a rustic wood. I believe it's from the Arctic pack. And then for the roof, we're going to do kind of a staggered rock cave wall. And now something I haven't really experimented with all that much is the viewing bubbles. So we're going to add that right here. We're going to add the entrance for the viewing dome, and then we're going to place that on the underwater part of the exhibit. And now that we have that all rocked in, we're just going to continue that through just to make this area kind of seamlessly transition into the underground. By showing, I guess it would be all of the displaced rocks from digging this tunnel out. And now we're working on our waterfall for the top pool. Now we're just going to continue our rock work through up the waterfall. Just kind of blending in these man-made looking sides. And this waterfall is going to be fed by a warp pipe. So we're going to copy that from our kangaroo exhibit, and we're going to carry that over. And then fit that right into the top of this hill. And there we have the finished look at what that looks like. I think it turned out great. It's one of my favorite looking things in the zoo so far. And now we just need a hard shelter for these guys. So we're just going to build it into the back of these mountains with the same corrugated metal pieces that we've been using throughout the zoo. And now I forgot to film the entrance of our otters, so they are in. So now we're just going to paint in the terrain and make it so they're happy with the whole habitat. Once they're happy with the terrain, we're going to add in our foliage. Since this habitat is just a little bit on the small side for them, I'm going to try to place all of the plants in areas that they can't walk, but they'll still get the benefits from. So up on that hill and up on the rocks and stuff. And now we're ready for our final walkthrough. So here is the lower pool, where they usually spend most of their time up on this embankment. Here they are running around, having a good time. They're one of the cutest animals in the game, undisputed. So now we'll continue our tour. We have a little decorative area right here. And then behind this, we have a education board and then kind of a bulletin looking board. I'm not really sure what to put on it, but I like the way it looked. And then I made this Chomp Chomp, of course, because it's a Mario Zoo. And what kind of Mario Zoo would be a Mario Zoo without a Chomp Chomp? So here's kind of the back area. All the staff buildings and water pumps are tucked back there. And now we'll take a look at the upper viewing. This is one of my favorite views of the exhibit. You can see the castle in the background, everything, the waterfall from the warp pipe looks awesome. There you can see an otter down there. They don't really use this upper pool that much, which is a little disappointing to me. I have seen them, but unfortunately I have not seen them while I'm ready to record. So yeah, that's kind of disappointing to me, but here's our Wycent. We'll look at them. Awesome. And then the castle, of course. my crowning achievement. And then we've got just a couple Mario characters hanging out here. Looks like that Toad got scared up by a Goomba and he's stuck, but we'll worry about him later. That warp pipe was the entrance for the viewing dome. And of course, this area looks a lot better at night, so I'm gonna show you that. So here we are at night, looking at our underwater area. It looks awesome. We have big spotlights on kind of the important parts of the viewing area. But yeah, like I said, unfortunately, haven't really seen them in there very much. And then here we just have some Mario enemies attacking one of our staff carts in a bathroom. So pretty cool, fun build. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and hope you have a great day. The Mario Zoo is coming along fantastically, and I hope you check out the other episodes if you haven't already seen those, because they're pretty cool. And it was kind of nice to take a break from the Mario level recreation for once, and I can't wait to decorate the castle. Goodbye.